So who wants to go to Disneyland? On today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to plan your next Disneyland vacation on a budget. There are 4 main areas that you are going to spend most of your budget on, and I'm going to show you different ways on how to save money and plan ahead of time so there is no stress during your Disneyland vacation. There once was a time not so long ago when our family would dream about going on vacations just like going to Disneyland, but we never thought it would be a reality. But really, all we didn't understand is simple. With just a little bit of planning and a savings plan, you'll be able to plan your next vacation and pay for it in cash. Paying cash for your vacation is what is going to help you be able to fully enjoy your vacation while you're there. Spend money while you're on vacation with zero guilt. And that's all part of living a Pearl life. First thing we need to talk about before we dive into the numbers is that there is room for negotiation in your Disneyland budget. I always think it's super important that when you're on vacation, you decide where you want to splurge. Now, we're not talking about going crazy and whipping out the credit card. We're still talking cash, and we're still talking about planning ahead of time for that splurge, but you need to decide where that is. Are you gonna splurge on your travel? Would you rather drive to save a couple hours on your travel? Or would you rather splurge on food and get a couple extra really fun treats while you're in the park? There's room for negotiation. You guys just have to decide what you want. So let's talk about how we are going to help you start planning your next Disneyland vacation on a budget with cash. There's 4 main areas of a Disney vacation where you are going to spend the majority of your money. The first being travel. You have to be able to get to Disneyland somehow. In my mind, there's 2 options. Either you're gonna drive there or you're gonna fly there. We live in San Diego, so we're super close. But in general, when we're traveling anywhere, kind of a rule of thumb is if we are traveling with 2 or less people, then we will look at the options of flying. If we're traveling with more than 2 people, like if our whole family is going, then usually we will try to see if the option of driving is available. If you can fit everybody in the car, you're going to be paying the same amount of gas, whether it's 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, depending on how big of a vehicle you have. If you're going to be buying everybody plane tickets, every single ticket that you add on is going to, in most cases, add more costs to your trip. There's other things, obviously, that you need to take into consideration when you're deciding whether you're going to drive or whether you're going to fly. If you are deciding to fly, one really good resource to use would be Google Flights. When you're looking at flights, don't forget to take into consideration 2 things. 1, the cost of luggage. One flight might look a lot cheaper than another, but the more expensive one might include the cost of luggage, and those bags can add up really quick, especially if you have a lot of people. The second thing you want to take into consideration when looking at the cost of flights is the time that your flight is taking off and landing. The more time that you are spending in the airport on a plane and traveling during meal times, the more money you're going to end up spending on food. The second thing, and probably the biggest thing that everybody's thinking about when it comes to cost for planning a Disneyland vacation, is going to be the cost of buying tickets. Now, the prices for Disneyland tickets usually bumps up every single year. It's so tragic. And if you are shopping directly on Disneyland's website, you most likely are not going to see any sales. The only place that I have ever purchased tickets from and never paid full price for is with a free travel agency called Getaway Today. They specialize in Southern California vacations. Because they are so niche to this specific area, they have amazing, amazing sales all the time. Anything I'm talking about today, don't forget to check the description box below to see all the links. 2 of the very best sales that I've seen on Getaway Today would be 1 when they have their adult tickets at children's prices. So that saves you about $15 per ticket. And a brand new sale that they've been rolling out lately is when you get your 4th day free. So if you buy a 3-day park hopper, you get the 4th day completely for free. I also have a special promo code. If you use the code PEARLS, you'll get an additional discount. If you use the code PEARLS, you'll get an additional discount on top of your vacation package. The third way to save on your Disneyland vacation is you need to stay somewhere, right? Unless you are super lucky and you live next to Disneyland, or somebody you know lives next to Disneyland and you can stay there totally for free. That's not me. I have two recommendations for you. One is you're either going to look for a hotel to stay, and I'm going to give you some tips on that in a second, or the second option would be to look for a vacation rental. When looking for a hotel around Disneyland, there's a few things that you want to make sure are included in the cost of your rental. You want to make sure that that cost includes parking and or a shuttle to Disneyland. You want to make sure that it includes the cost of a free breakfast. There's so many hotels around Disneyland that offer a really good hot breakfast included in the cost of your hotel stay. And then, like I mentioned before, finding a hotel that offers a third night or fourth night free is another great way to save a ton of money on your hotel. Now, if it was just our family going, we would probably look for a hotel because we're only a family of 5 and we can still fit in one hotel room. But if we were traveling with a group of friends or a group of family, in that case is when we would be looking for a vacation rental. When you split the cost of a vacation rental with your friends or family, it can actually be a lot cheaper than the cost of renting a hotel room. I'll leave some links down below to a few of the vacation rental companies that we have used. And if you use my referral code for Airbnb and it's your first time, you'll get a $40 credit towards your first rental. Now, the fourth place where you're going to probably spend a good amount of money is food when you are on vacation, specifically a Disneyland vacation. I mean, there's just so many options. Yes, if you have followed Pennies into Pearls for any amount of time, you guys probably already know that this is where we are going to splurge. Don't forget that you can load up your backpack. You can't bring a rolling cooler with you into Disneyland, but you can definitely load up your backpack with snacks, with lunches, with dinners. Do not forget that you can bring a water bottle with you into Disneyland. Nothing pains me more than having to pay $5 for a bottle of water. It's so unnecessary, and all those little expenses add up really fast. So plan ahead, and that is going to help you save big time when it comes to your eating out. I want to know, when is your next Disneyland trip? What are some of your biggest tips that you've learned when it comes to planning a Disneyland vacation on a budget? Why don't you guys share those ideas down in the comment section below? I am super excited to start making a ton more videos all about enjoying your vacation at Disneyland and to help you minimize the stress when you're on vacation so you can completely enjoy it. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you have thought this video was useful, helpful, inspirational, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye!